I can bake Madeleine just as good as Proust used to write about them. Welcome back everyone. Today we are traveling back to 1755 in Chateau de Commercy in Lorraine, east of France. This is where supposedly the Madeleine was invented, named after a maid named Madeleine under Louis XV. Apparently she had tried a delicious good and I don't know what they were doing back then. They named it after her. I don't know, some weird business out there. Anyway, it's so customizable, it's such a simple and delicious little baked good, and today we're going to do brown butter, orange, and tonka bean. And a little bit of syrup on top made with vanilla and orange juice. Two things remain to be done, for us to get cooking and for you to smash the subscribe button. Let's go! Alright, we're gonna start by browning the butter. So we're gonna put our butter in a pan and we're gonna let it ferment. Basically, the milk solids are going to caramelize. You don't have to do that, you can keep it straight, just melt it, but I think it adds some really nice flavor, like a nice nutty taste. Then next, we're gonna put our eggs and our sugar together. We're gonna whisk that for a good 5-6 minutes until they froth up, they're nice and light. I will then add a pinch of salt. In a separate bowl, I'm gonna mix the baking powder with the flour, and we're gonna add both of these to our eggs mixture. Alright, now the tonka bean. It's actually from the pea family. It is super flavorful and sometimes used as a replacer for vanilla, right? It's also very toxic, so don't use too much. I mean, you should be okay. We're gonna actually grate that tonka bean into a mix as well as some orange, and we're gonna mix that batter together until it is nice and smooth. We'll then add the brown butter and we're gonna gently mix that until fully incorporated and the batter is nice and smooth once again. We'll then grab a piping bag with a simple round tip. It will really make it easier to pipe later, and we are simply gonna take the mix and put it in a piping bag for later. Alright, we are going to let that set in the fridge for about an hour so the flavor develops, the gluten relaxes, and the butter sets. In the meantime, I'm gonna start working on my orange and vanilla syrup. Alright, for the orange syrup, we are simply going to make some vanilla powder with some sugar. We're gonna take the orange we zested earlier, take the slice that we zested, and we're gonna squeeze that orange in it. I'm gonna add a bit of water. We're gonna put that onto a simmer, and when it's boiling and the simple syrup is ready, we'll take that away. We'll then pass it through a sieve, and we're gonna let it cool down until the Madeleine are ready and baked. Speaking of, it's now time to pipe the Madeleine. We're gonna do a nice mount in the center with a little tail to create that bump later. We'll then cook it at 350 for 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, our Madeleine are beautiful and golden brown. We're gonna take them off the mold to cool down on the rack, and I will then apply our delicious orange syrup that we worked on. And at this point, I'm just gonna let them cool down for about 5 minutes. They are going to harden a little bit. They will have a moist center and a crispy outside. All we gotta do at this point is just to plate them and enjoy them. And here we have it, another classic French recipe of Madeleine. You can do so many different flavors, so it's really up to you. You could do pistachio, like really almonds, make them your own. If you enjoyed this recipe, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode, because now I'm going to try this. See you soon.